Hi, I'm Sam Nordberg. Welcome to Create the Ultimate Membership Site, episode 6, and we're talking all about price. Funnily enough, you're going to probably charge people for access to your membership site, and that's what we're going to think about today. Now, I'm going to preface this again, as always, with there is no right or no wrong, realistically. If you're offering the right level of value, you could ask whatever you wanted. Your price point for your membership site might be a recurring $1 a month, or might be a recurring $100,000 a month. As long as you're offering the things that you promised for that and they choose to buy it at that price, ultimately it really doesn't matter. But there are some things to consider. 1, what is your membership site going to offer? What is the value of that? So if it's a huge quantity of information, then obviously the value available to the person is more. So therefore the price might be higher. So other things to consider though is how much is your audience willing to pay? And are they really willing to pay an ongoing subscription for that? So earlier in the piece, I think it was video 3, you thought about the time, how often you're going to take money from them. You thought about whether it was going to be a fixed period of time or an ongoing period of time or a pay per post. And those things will make a difference now to your price. If it's pay per post or pay per access, then you probably want a fairly mid-level fee for that access. You don't want to be too cheap because you don't want them to come in and just smash through it all. And you don't want it to be too expensive because you want to make sure that they do have access to the things that they want. If you're going to be doing a pay per month or a pay per week and a recurring subscription, then you want to make sure it's a reasonable amount for your audience to consider adding to their monthly bills. The thing is, there's nothing wrong with subscription-based models. In fact, most people have subscription-based services of some sort. You pay regularly for your electricity, for your water, for your Netflix, for your email provider, for your web hosting, all those sorts of things. And it's not unusual for people to sign up for monthly recurring subscriptions. But you want to make sure that it's a reasonable amount for them to be adding to that already existing level of monthly subscriptions. And you want to make sure then, of course, that you are giving the value that you've promised for that monthly subscription. If it's a fixed term, then of course the fee is going to be higher because they're going to be staying for a longer period of time. But it needs to be not too high that you're going to just completely remove yourself from the market. You know what, I haven't given you a straight answer there, and it's kind of the point. I've seen membership sites sell anything from, say, $9 a month to $900 a month and everything in between. I've seen a whole range of varied support for that. I've seen a lot of entry offers where you join for the first month for just $1, and to be honest, I don't love that. Side note from pricing, but the only problem is when you offer $1 first month access, that's what people feel like it's worth. And I find that you'll get a huge drop-off rate for the people who joined for the first month for $1. Because they joined just thinking they were going to come in, steal as much as they could and leave again. They don't expect to stay past the first month. Your retention rate's not going to be huge. So really think about this. The other thing that you do need to consider is that thing I just mentioned, which is retention rate. If you're doing a pay per post or a monthly subscription, how many people are going to drop off and how regularly? Is it worthwhile then increasing the price slightly to make people really consider before they join so they don't drop off as quick, or reducing the price slightly so it's not such a big deal for them to take it out of their monthly account and they don't really worry so much about it? As I said, there isn't a right and a wrong, and I'm not going to give you a price point in this video because I can't. I don't know what you're offering, I don't know what your content is, I don't know who your market is. I just can't give you a figure. What I want you to do though is genuinely sit down and work out what's reasonable. What's reasonable based on the content you're offering, based on the amount of support that you're giving, and based on what your audience is willing to pay and able to pay. What is a suitable offer for yours? That's it for pricing. Look, it's not something that I ever just hand out in a silver platter because I think it's something that takes much more consideration than people think about. Consider your accounts, consider your profit margins, consider your audience, and then think about a figure. Don't just pull one out your ass because it doesn't normally work that way. That's it for now, and as always, I will see you in the next video.